Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do everybody's favourite video to watch and to film, and that is my completed pages for the month of September 2024. I had a fairly decent month this month. I did 30 pages and they're all Space Timber pages, and if you have been watching my shorts you would see every single one of them, but this video I'm going to tell you what I used on the page for you guys to know. I only coloured in 5 books, but one of them, if you have seen, it's pretty much half done. Without further ado, I'm just going to go straight into it. The first one that I have worked from is Kawaii Grayscale Colouring Book, and this is by Jade Summer. This was before they used to name their artists and all that, so this is a fairly old book. And I seen this page here and I was like, I didn't even know this page was in this book, and I was like, this is cute. And I didn't know what to do with the background because it is already grayscale for you. But this background, I was like, oh, what should I do? Should I make it metallic? Should I do this? I got like a couple of greys and I just went over it. And to be honest, guys, I absolutely love it. I really do. And I really wanted the skin to be green and the hair to be pink. And I think I've really made it fun. So what I used on here is Ohuhu markers and Super Golden markers. And like I said, this is for Space Timber. I did this one on the 3rd of the month, and you can see the Super Golden markers. I used these a lot this month, and a bit on a hairdress here. And like I said, these are pre-shaded for you, so you don't need to do all the shading. You just need to just do one coat of alcohol marker, and the rest does all the fun work for you. Yeah, I use Golden Super marker here. I think I used, yeah, I did. I used it on my eyes. I used it on the dress and some little spots on the skin, and a little bit on this little ring here, and stars and the dots and fun stuff on the sky. And I think I used a that was a paint pen as well. I forgot to write it down. That was, I think, a paint pen as well. Yeah, that's my first one that I did from Kawaii Grayscale Colouring Book by Jade Summer. If I mention any books that you want to work on with me, like as a buddy colour, let me know and I'll definitely do that. This one is from Sad Nuggy Colouring Book Volume 2. I have Volume 1 but only in PDF. This is really cute. Like, it's literally a little sad nugget, chicken nugget or vegetarian nugget or whatever you want to call them, and he just does whatever. Like, it's so cute. So I found a spacey picture in here. I love this page so much. I was scared to always colour in this book because I know what Sad Nuggy looks like and I don't want to mess him up. And to be honest, guys, I think I've got his colours down. And I wanted to get this like light effect, and I'm not too sure if we've nailed it or not. Like the glowing of him then tuck away in the saucer. But I liked it. I used my Ohuhu markers, Language gel pens, and just normal gel pens. And also this is for CYH SEP 2025. So this is the first page done here, and this one's done on the 13th. And like I said, I tried to do the effect. I used I think it was like a fluorescent yellow or something. And I thought, you know what, just go over it as like a light, hope for the best. And I'm really happy with the results. I drew the outline of where I wanted it as well, but it looks really cool. I love the chicken nugget thing I've done. yeah, I used the Lango gel pen for the saucer, used it for his little outfit and his little antennas, and I used for the stars as well. I think that's, yeah, that's normal gel pen on the part. Yeah. That was from Sad Nuggy Colouring Book Volume 2. The next one is a big boy. And it's Deborah Muller's The Big Mega Colouring Book. And you guys know I am absolutely obsessed with dragons lately. So I had to do a dragon page, didn't I? So I did this one. I'm not gonna lie, did not like the background. When I was doing the background, I got bored of it. And you can kind of tell I got kind of bored of it. I'm not the happiest of it, but I love my dragon. I absolutely love him, and I love the earth that I did. But the rest of it, like the background, looks awful for me. I don't like it at all. But I used on here Ohuhu markers, Olite markers, Super Golden markers, Lango gel pens and gel pens. And again, this is for Space Timber. And I used my super markers here on the planet. I used Lango gel pens for the silver. Super Golden markers for this part of the dragon. Lango gel pens for that part. Normal gel pen here, and a little bit of white gel pen as well. And I did this one on the 14th. And that was from Deborah Muller's The Big Mega Colouring Book. The next one that I worked from was Big Eyed Girls Colouring Book, and this is by Colouring Book Cafe, and I did this one. And I didn't date when I did it, but I did do it this month. I hate the blanket, it just looks awful. I didn't know what colours to do it, but I absolutely love her. It's a colour palette I would never picked, but it gives me autumn vibes. And she's looking at all the stars, and she's got a what are they called? Telescope. And I think I used, because I didn't write this down either, I think I used my Ohuhu markers, my Lango gel pens, and a normal gel pen for this. And used my Lango gel pens for the stars, Lango gel pens for the blanket. The rest I'm 98% sure is Ohuhu markers. I used the white, what are they called? So you know. These ones, these pens are really good for highlighting, so I would highly recommend them. And they're only about like £3, £4, something like that for like 6 of them, so you get a really good bargain. But yeah, that's this one here. I really enjoyed doing that one. It's something different that I would never have thought of colouring. And now the book that has a crap ton of completed pages. I think this has got 27 or 26, something like that. And it is 50 space themed miniatures by Camilla Andrakova. And I'm just going to go in order of the book. These are all for Space Timber. I use golden markers, super golden markers, Ohuhu markers, Lango gel pens and Posca for this one. And a load of little like glass effect. Did this one on the 16th. And I just love how they come out. And these are all shorts on my channel if you want to go and check it out. This one I absolutely hate. I use glossy accents for this part, but the glossy accent went all weird. and then I had to like try and scrape some of it off, and it just created more problems than anything, and it just looks awful. I liked it up until I did that. So yeah, I'm really disappointed with this one. I use Super Gold markers for the flame, Ohuhu markers for this part here and these little parts, and glitter gel pens and Super Gold markers for the actual saucer. I'm guessing the glitter gel pens were the size, yeah it was. I did this one on a second. I literally binned my glossy accents after that because I was like, I am not ruining any pages after that. Then I did this one, and I used Ohuhu markers, Lengold gel pens and Nicely markers, which is the black, and the Lengold gel pens are the sloths, and the rest is Ohuhu markers, and I did this one on the 26th. Next one I did was this one, and I used Ohuhu markers, Super Golden markers and Elite markers, and I did this one on the 4th, and he is so adorable. And the Super Gold markers are the stars and dots. The Elite markers, I'm not too sure. I think it's this colour here. And the rest I think is Ohuhu markers. This one I actually like as well. I like all of these, to be honest, because it really stepped me out of comfort zone. I use Ohuhu markers, Super Golden markers and gel pens. Gel pens for this one's eyes. Super Golden markers for the rest of the eyes and the spots here. No, this one's gel pen, sorry. And these ones are Super Golden markers. And then these are all coloured in Ohuhu. And I did this one on the 12th. Then I did this one. I used Ohuhu markers, acrylic markers and Super Golden markers. The acrylic marker is the black, and then the Super Golden markers is the silver, and everything else is Ohuhu marker. And it's alcohol marker by Ohuhu, by the way. And I did this one on the 23rd. I did this one. I use Ohuhu markers, Elite markers and Super Golden markers. So the Super Golden markers are the wings and the eyes, and the Elite markers is probably, I think it's the orange, and the Super Golden markers in the plants, and then the rest is Ohuhu. And I did this one on the 5th. The next one I did was this one, and this one is with Ohuhu markers, gel pens, Lengold gel pens. The Lengold gel pens is the gold. No, that's normal gel pen, sorry. The Lengold gel pens is silver. And the rest is Ohuhu. And I did this one on the 12th. I did this one. And this one was used with Ohuhu markers, gel pens and Super Golden markers. I used Super Golden markers for the stars and the clouds. I know I did gel pen on here. I think I did gel pen on him. I'm not too sure, but the rest is Ohuhu marker, and I did this one on the 6th. This one is adorable as well. And I used Ohuhu markers, Elite markers, Super Golden markers and gel pens for this. I think I used gel pens for this and Super Golden markers for him. And I used Super Golden markers here. I'm trying to figure out where, I think the Elite must have been like the greys, because I'm sure, no, that one's the Elite marker. Yeah, I'm sure that's Elite marker. Did that one on the 8th. This one is something I would never do, but I just randomly picked a page and it was this one. And I really enjoyed this one. This is used with Elite markers, Ohuhu markers, Lengold gel pens and Nicely paint marker, which is the black. And all the eyeballs are all the Nicely paint marker. The Lengold gel pens is the gold and the silver. And the rest is Ohuhu and Olip. And I did this one on the 28th. I did this one and I used Olip markers, acrylic marker, Super Golden markers, Languel gel pens and Ohuhu markers. And I did this one on the 21st, and again the Languel gel pens is this one, and this one is also, no it's not, that's a Super Golden marker. Languel gel pens for the dots and stars. I think Olip marker is the cheese and the rest is Ohuhu, I think. And when I did that one on 21st, this one I did with gel pens, Ohuhu markers and Super Golden markers. Super Golden markers was the silver and the moon, and then gel pens was the stars and the body and spots. The rest was Ohuhu, and did this one on the 6th. This one is probably one of my favourites because it's such a pastel-y palette, and I would never use this palette ever, and I don't know why I did, but it's amazing. And I used my Olip markers, my Tong Fu Shop markers, my Super Golden markers, my Languel gel pens and my touch markers, because I've been sorting out all my markers and I want to use my old ones again because I really enjoyed them last time. I did this one on the 30th, and I did the Super Golden markers here. I think this is like a touch marker, or maybe the black was, I'm not too sure. Super Golden marker for the water and the shower head. I think this is a Tong Fu Shop marker, not too sure though. This is on the 30th I did this one. This one was the first one of the month, and this was for CYHSEP 2025, hosted by Lavelia's Colouring and T's World of Adult Colouring. I used Ohuhu markers, Super Golden markers, gel pens and Olip markers. And this was my second ever short on the channel. And it got near enough like 2k. And I was like, whoa. So thank you everyone who's watched that. And this is Super Golden markers with stars and the dots. This part was gel pen for the green like accents. Super Golden marker for the lights. Ohuhu marker and Olip markers. I'm not too sure whereabouts they are, but it's one of the alcohol markers I've used on the page. And again, I did that one on the 1st. This one, I used Ohuhu markers, Tong Fu Shop markers, Languel gel pens, acrylic paint pens, Posca pens, and that white gel pen I showed you, this one. And the reason why I've got 2 paint pens, my Posca and acrylic paint pen, is because my Posca died halfway through doing this. So I had to change it to my acrylic paint pens. And the Languel gel pens is this, and I think this is like the Tong Fu Shop markers, I'm not too sure. I know Ohuhu markers. I've been using all kinds this month, to be honest. And again, that was on the 20th. This one's on the 22nd, and I used gel pens, which is the stars, Super Golden markers, which is the circles, Spice Box marker, which is the green, Ohuhu markers, which is the purple, and everything else but that green, and the acrylic markers is everything that's black. That's on the 22nd I did that one. I did this one, which was on the 24th, and I used Ohuhu markers, Elite markers, acrylic paint markers, the spicy markers, Spacebox markers, gel pens, Language gel pens for this. So the super markers is this one, the gel pen is also this, the Language gel pens is the stars and the dots, the Elite markers, I think it's got to be the grey, and then this one was the Ohuhu. Did this one on the 24th. I didn't get around to doing this one. I know I should have, but I didn't get around to doing this one. This one I did on the 7th, and I used Ohuhu markers, Super Golden markers and gel pens. So it's very simplistic, this one. All the alcohol marker is Ohuhu. The Super Golden marker is the moon and the stars. And the gel pen is the orange eyes and red eyes and that. I did this one on the 7th. I did this one on the 8th, and I used Ohuhu markers, gel pens, Elite markers, Super Golden markers. So your gel pens here, and the Super Golden markers is in the eyes and the banner, and the star here, that absolutely looks atrocious. The Elite marker, I want to say, is the cake, and I think the Ohuhu marker was the actual alien. I did this one on the 8th, like I said. Then I've done this one on the 20th, and I used my Ohuhu markers, Language gel pens and Posca. Posca is the black eyes. Then the Language gels are the star and moon, and everything else is Ohuhu. Then I did this one. I used my Ohuhu markers, Super Golden markers, Language gel pens and acrylic paint marker, which is the black. And the Super Golden marker is the silver. And the Language gel pens, I want to say, is the gold. And then the rest is Ohuhu. Did this one on the 17th. Did this one. I did this one on the 19th, and I used Ohuhu markers, Elite markers, Language gel pens, normal gel pens, Posca pens, and Super Golden markers. So this is the gel pen on him or her. And then I used Posca for the eyes. I used the Language gel pens for the gold, and I want to say the Super Golden markers for the silver, and I used my Elite markers for him and my Ohuhu markers for the rest. And it was on the 19th when I did that one. This one was a nice quick one, and I used Elite markers, Tong Fu Shop markers, Super Golden markers and Language gel pens. The Language gel pens was the gold, the Super Golden marker was the silver, and then the Tong Fu Shop and Elite markers was a mixture of these two oranges and this grey. And I did this one on the 30th. And then this one is the last one in the book, and I did this one on the 29th, and I used my Elite markers, Super Golden markers and Language gel pens. So I used my Elite markers for the earth and the skin and the hair, and then the eyes were Super Golden markers on them, and also the little outfit was, and the Language gel pens is the stars and dots and stuff. So yeah, and I forgot to write it down, but I did use the black acrylic paint pen for the blacks, and again that's done on the 29th. So yeah, that is all of my completed pages for September 2025. I know it's not a lot of books, but I did do a lot of pages for once. This is my busiest month that I've had with colouring, which I'm so happy about. So next month what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. So like this month I'm going to do the same thing, but do like countdown to Halloween if you guys would like. If you would, let me know in the comments down below and I'll definitely do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn notification bell on. Don't forget to follow my Instagram, follow my Facebook group page, and also give my TikTok a little bit of love. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.